Now Bengaluru, Kempegowda built this for business. Then business started slowly growing up. Bijapur Adil Shahis invaded us. Then after Aurangzeb invaded Adil Shahi. Then the Maharaja of Mysore, Chikdevaraja Vadere, was friend with Aurangzeb. He took Bengaluru in 1678 for 3 lakh rupees. So then Bengaluru comes under Mysore Maharajas. Then after 100 years, Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan ruled for 50 years. Bengaluru was under their control. Then after 1799, the historical 4th Anglo-Mysore War, entire Bengaluru was under control of British. That is what we now call it as colonial Bengaluru. We have 3 Bengaluru now. One is the Bengaluru of Kempegowda, the Bengaluru of Mysore Maharajas, Adil Shahis, and Shahaji, the father of Shivaji, and the Mughals, and the British Bengaluru. So British Bengaluru is called as colonial Bengaluru, where we see the old, iconic, historical, world-class, European-style buildings still exist because of all the British.
So, for example, if you go to Brigade Road, if you go to Church Street,
exactly, all these things belongs to Bengaluru. You know, there was 2 Bengalurus even after independence, 2 mayors for Bengaluru.
Yeah.
One for cantonment, Bengaluru cantonment, one for the old Bengaluru. British built a new Bengaluru. It starts from today's Raj Bhavan to the Agara Lake of Silk Board.
Oh.
That is cantonment. Cantonment means the civil and military station for British. At that time in 1806, the cantonment of Bengaluru was the largest cantonment in South India. It is the largest cantonment, even bigger than their cantonment in Madras. Even the Madras is headquarters for East India Company, Southern Office. The cantonment in Bengaluru is much more bigger than Madras cantonment.
So what was part of the cantonment? So what used to happen inside?
Because British in South India, they want to relocate from after winning of the 4th Anglo-Mysore War. Lord Wellesley and the other, his all army was staying in Srirangpatna was almost 7 years, 5 to 7 years. And that time a plague attacked actually. And too many people died. And then they said, okay, this is not a safe place for us to reside. So they shifted
in
Srirangpatna. From Srirangpatna they shifted to Bengaluru and they started building a new Bengaluru. See, they never touched the old Bengaluru. See how British how they are intelligent. They never touched the old Bengaluru. They started their own construction of their own building, a new Bengaluru. And the St. Mark's Cathedral, which is just opposite to the Chinnaswamy Stadium now, St. Mark's Cathedral built in 1807, is the highest point of that cantonment area. That is the highest point.
Oh.
Because when the church bell rings, everyone in the cantonment should listen and should come to church. That was their intention. So that is the colonial Bengaluru. What British
Cathedral to Agara.
Agara. Raj Bhavan to Agara. Raj Bhavan to Agara was then the cantonment of Bengaluru. The Bangalore cantonment.
Why did they need the cantonment? Because to shift all the army,
yes,
all the arsenal.
And why they selected? Actually, there were 3 places in Karnataka they selected as to build a cantonment. One is Bengaluru, and the other one is Chitradurga, the third one is Channapatna. After Ramnagara, we'll get Channapatna. So out of 3, after voting and a series of discussions, they finalized Bengaluru because Bengaluru is nearer to Chennai. Madras. And the old Madras Road, the iconic old Madras Road built by British only. They asked the permission to stay in Bengaluru. Maharani Lakshmi Ammani, she donated 4,500 acres of land freely to British to build the cantonment in 1800s. And when they started building, they want to build a garrison, the military station in cantonment. The then king of Maharaja Moorne Krishnaraj Vadere, the king of Mysore, he donated 3,000 acres of land. So that is why it is called as Moorne Krishnaraja Vadere Pura. Now it is called as Krishnaraja Puram, Kyarpuram. That is Moorne Krishnaraja Vadere 3. Moorne Krishnaraja Vadere Pura. It is the full name of Kyarpuram. Now it is cut shorted as Kyarpuram. It should not be. It is
supposed to be called?
Yes.
So next time somebody is passing by Kyarpuram, which is right next to Whitefield and all of that,
they have to remember Maharaja's name, Krishnaraj Odair III. When his son, 10th Chamraj Odair, in the reign of Mysore, then the Anglo-Indian, South Indian Anglo-Indian Association, a person came from the Anglo-Indian Association. He said, Maharaja, we want to settle down in Bengaluru. All the South Anglo-Indians in South India will gather in one place and will settle down here. Maharaja donated them 4,000 acres of land. That is now we call it as, that land now we will call this as Whitefield, because he is Mr. White, who is the Anglo-Indian, took initiative to build this area, to build the locality. So that's why it is called as now Whitefield.